I didn't expect to be starting over at this stage of my life. Welcome back, guys. Today we are going to do a little quick chat. So it's not going to be a DIY home reset content that you're used to, but I just wanted to let you know what you can expect to see from my channel moving forward. You see, for a long time, I thought I knew what my life would be like career-wise when it comes to the timing, the path that I'm taking, the stability that it provides. But you see, 4 months ago, if you're watching this on 4/20 to this day, I was laid off from a 20+ years career with a company. And of course, I saw the writings on the wall. Being in the management level, you get to hear stuff, the rumors, you don't know if it's true or not. But yes, I was affected by a company restructuring, reorganization, whatever you want to call it. And apparently it is a strategy that the company is taking to prepare for that AI evolution. Even though I saw the writings on the wall, the news still came as a shock because I really love what I did in my last role. The last role that I had, being in project management, was the most fulfilling one. And so I was sad, disappointed, angry at times. I mean, I felt all the feels when they delivered the news to me that I was being laid off, and my last day being December 20th, which is obviously a few days before Christmas. Finding the news out was brutal. So I went through the whole emotional roller coaster, but it is what it is. The decision was final. The company was restructuring as a strategy to prep their workforce for that AI evolution, and therefore my role was being eliminated. You just gotta love that AI trendy excuse that a lot of companies are using nowadays for their mass layoff. Of course, it threw me off. That company was all I knew. It was my first corporate job. It's where I grew up. So for a while, I asked myself, just like everyone else was asking me, what was my next plan? Quite frankly, I didn't have any. I'm just gonna have to figure it out. For 20+ years, I was with a company for about 26 years. I was used to having a daily routine, my 9 to 5, having that stability. And then just like that, as life would have it, as life would shift things suddenly, sometimes gently, but in my case, abruptly, I had to pivot and bounce back. So as you can imagine, this past season has been an unexpected one. As you see, for a long time, I was so used to having a set schedule, that rigid routine, that stability. But now it's replaced with uncertainty. There have been moments that I had to really ask myself, what do I do now? Luckily, I had this baby, this channel, this outlet that helped me rebuild. And I say that because as soon as I found out that I was laid off, I just immersed myself into home projects that I had put off for a long time. And I was like, yeah, now I finally have the time to do that. Little by little, I started to realize when I create, build, and reset those spaces around my home, I was also starting to rebuild myself and found that creative side of myself that I felt like I've suppressed and put in the back burner for a long time. So you see, this space has always been about home, whether we're creating, rebuilding, DIY projects, room makeover, or doing seasonal resets. As I worked on those spaces, those projects, I realized that this channel is also about something much deeper, because as I was working on building these spaces, I was also rebuilding myself, my new normal. Starting over at 40 doesn't look like I thought it would. It's definitely a lot quieter, slower, which I welcome, and sometimes uncertain, but there's always something beautiful about it. I love the fact that I now own my own time. I am not restricted to someone else's timeline. I can actually now do things that I enjoy, and most of all, be present for my family. I mean, so far I've learned how to bake sourdough, banana bread. I know how to make pasta from scratch, and just really doing things that I wasn't able to do because I didn't have time when I had my 9 to 5. So yeah, it is a little bit different. So far, I quite enjoy it. And with that said, I want to share more than just home projects. I want to share what it looks like to rebuild, how to navigate through the changes. I want to talk about motherhood, how to raise a preteen, because good Lord, if you're in my shoes right now, holy cow. I want to be able to share all of that with you guys. I want to, share how to raise a daughter while I am becoming a new version of myself. And most of all, I want to be able to share and move through all these different seasons that you didn't plan for. So if you're in a season of change too, I hope this space feels like a place where you can breathe, reset, and take that next step forward. One project and one space at a time. If that resonates with you, I'd love for you to be here. So please subscribe, join me, and together we can walk all these different seasons of life. Until then, I will see you on my next one. Bye, guys.